Yep, go for it.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Lido International Raceway here at for the Grand Prix of Italy here at this kind of twisty and slower speed road course here. There's also some very high speed moments here. Alongside of me, we have Vince Freeze, and new to our broadcast, Scott Roush. Why don't you guys introduce yourselves?
What's going on,
I
Vince
hate
Freeze?
Minardi.
What's going on, Vince Freeze here, Williams? Gonna be an interesting weekend after last weekend's La Queen craziness. Will we see a regular pecking order as we see Frodomar Arts out here in the Jaguar as he takes into turn one?
Yeah,
Our sponsors still haven't paid.
Otz is the first car out there, and it actually looks like another Jaguar is going to be the second car out there. That's Pat Mikola.
Mikola. Yep. Kenny, some pre-race storylines. Evan Byrne in trouble again. He's at the back of the grid.
Yeah, Evan Byrne,
Also,
he's just going to be out there essentially for a practice session, because basically he's got 30 grid spot penalty anyways, so...
So he's been a complete tool ever since I started racing around him, so...
And we also have Irvine in for Behringer after Behringer's horrific
Yeah,
wreck.
Benoit Lothaire Irvine is driving the 18
really
car
don't
this
know
week, or is
why.
driving the 17 this weekend.
I really don't know why Byrne hasn't been taken to a dark room and beaten yet.
Well,
And you've got Jesse Turner there with DJ Curtis, and
I'm
this
not-
is of
I'm here
course...
for color commentary.
This is, of course, Ferrari's home race here in Italy, so let's just keep that in mind. They've also put in a lot of
We'll
upgrades.
watch them cough this one up too.
And then we also had the biggest upgrades, I think, come from the Minardi team. They have gotten a huge upgrade in almost every facet. They've got a whole new car this week, basically, the Minardi team does. So, going
could
forward,
pay off too in the handling.
they could be going into the midfield quite
Pay off
quickly.
more than our sponsors have been doing.
Ooh, getting pushed a little bit wide there goes Star.
That's Frodomar Otts, the first car on the lead lap. Or the first car on a hot lap, rather. Jaguar, what have you guys...
to pay up more
What have you guys...
than my sponsor?
What have you guys noticed about Jaguars so far this year? They finally got points in La Colina. And what do you think's going to happen here in Lido to see what happens? What do you think's going to happen, Roush, with Jaguar?
Nothing much more. I think they're gonna at least be around where they usually are near the points, but I think they got really lucky with Byrne.
Who? Oh, with Byrne wrecking?
Yeah. I think that's really what helped them score points. I don't think they would have scored any other way.
Kitsune Hashimoto still doesn't have points this season. How much pressure is he under going forward, Vince?
Major
Well,
pressure.
He's under major pressure right now. What are you talking about? I mean, he's in the home race and he still hasn't gotten any points.
Home race?
Home race for the team.
He's driving for Mercedes. This is in Italy.
Oh, I'm dumb. I thought you were talking about Hashimoto driving. I thought you were talking about Ferrari.
No, yeah. So,
Oops.
Okay, so same issue, different. Same issue, different.
That's better.
Team. They're in the rival teams. They're in the rival team's home, and one of their drivers still have not pulled.
Wow, there's a lot of traffic here. Hold on, I'm sorry to cut you off there, but a lot of traffic here for Fitzwater, Halleck,
don't worry,
Tolfe,
it's just American teams doing American things.
and Bouchard here. Of course, Bouchard and Halleck, of course, they drive for a Ferrari-powered car with Haas.
little stack up here going into one. It's like they all going to navigate.
Clearly,
Fitzwater.
they must have some sort of incentive to do this.
Well, the two Haas cars, I think, went out together to help get a tow off each other here, but... Oh, there's Salameo, the Spain winner, now trying to get by Tanker.
You never know with Ferrari, though. They like to do stuff.
There's Julius Anderson in the Toyota. Toyota has actually been consistent. I think they've gotten points in it. Did they get points in Spain, Vince?
I believe they got one or two.
They've gotten a point in every race this year so far, and just low points. They haven't been huge when it came to points, but they've done a pretty good job getting their way up the order. So are just clawing away at some points. So good to see them on the grid. As there's Max Anderson in the Red Bull coming to do a hot lap there. It was
P2
slower than
for
his
Anderson.
first lap. Right now, Jack Marriott, who has been the best driver of the season so far, is the fastest car on the track right now.
He's doing better than our sponsors are doing for us.
You've made that joke how many times now?
And it's not going to change. I'm going to keep doing this to make sure they fucking pay.
Language, Scott. Family show.
Real quick, Kenny here. We're
What
looking at
family?
What?
we're looking at McLaren here, 1 and 4 running out, and the 2 Ferraris, 5th and 6th. Looks like that battle between McLaren and Ferrari here in Italy is heating up.
Yes, and actually, right now, for the first time ever, they are in the top 10 in first qualifying session. So right now, Ferrari doing a great job. Actually
McLaren won,
qualifying.
too.
We're still looking for speed here in this qualifying session.
We got
so
Fitzwater down there in
there's
20
still time
seconds.
to be found on this relatively new track.
Here comes Samet Ozkin, who is the one driver who is a little bit concerning right now. Out of that lead group, he's down in 9th. So far, the cars on the outside looking in are Daniel Adventure, Ivan Stark, Frodemar Otts, Zachary Fitzwater, Jack Halleck, Daniel Bouchard, Benoit Lothaire-Irvine, Archie Willington, Alex Tanker, and David Tolfe. Gotta give Scott Roush credit. He's right now in Q2 in a Minardi.
Yeah, looking good. Looking good right now for Roush, and
And
we also
it's nerve-wracking.
yeah, this can fluctuate as Fitzwater goes to the 21st and Bouchard from 20th, bumps Mikkel out. Let's go on board here with Scott Roush, see what this lap looks like here. So we get a turn 1 right here. He's going to go hard on the brakes. Into the S's of 2. Accelerating up here into 3. Up to 6th gear. Our hard braking zone right here. Left, right. Got to make sure you nail the acceleration points right here, especially in this section, as we hit more of a stadium type of section.
Down the backside of the course. Very high-speed kinks there on the backside of this course.
Either that, or I'm just brave.
Nice smooth lap here for Roush. Very consistent for a Minardi.
He has the car on the bubble here, so he does need to set some quicker times to get off the bubble.
This is the final chicane right here, and then you got to power it home to the front stretch. And that's the lap around.
Lido International. This track is, of course, very, very, very technical, as you can tell. So just keep that in mind as we go forward, as DJ Curtis seems to be done for Q1. Still looking on the
How
outside.
about the Benettons? Not bad for 11th and 12th. Not bad for those guys. Pat Mikula back in the top 20. And Kenny Mott, he's in there too.
The big shocker, I think, down in qualifying has got to be Jack Halleck in 26th right now.
No, it's Fitzwater too. Fitzwater.
Oh, Fitzwater! I didn't even see Fitzwater down there. Oh boy!
What's shocking to me is Evan Byrne trying to still go through.
I think it's probably just for like practice sessions, really, just for extra practice, possibly. I think Jordan probably has the right idea.
I don't see the point when you're going to damage your engine.
Now remember, Halleck missed Q2 last week in La Colina, so if he misses it here, could be in trouble, especially for this race where we think it's going to be a progression race in very Formula A.
God, Fitzwater does not have a great line.
Yeah, and he's being held up by the Arrows car there. Of I believe that would be Tolfe. No, that's Tanker. Yeah.
Yep.
And Fitzwater doesn't improve that lap. He has one more hot lap under his belt, but he even still was held up by Tanker there. And Fitzwater is going to be a problem, or this is going to be a problem for Fitzwater. So we might actually see a Williams out in Q1 here. But,
Kenny, we could also see both Haas's out because Bouchard's in 21st. That'd be a devastating blow. Devastating first.
No, on track.
On track, Daniel Bouchard is
stuck in traffic.
Good fast cars. There's an Arrows 2 cars in front of him, but
that's a truly train if I've ever seen one.
Down through the backside of the course here. As you can see, it's very quick on the backside here, but the first half of the course is kind of slower. And here they go down the hill. Fitzwater is a little in front of him here. Let's go to the start-finish line to see how everybody does. Here comes Jesse Turner. A scary wreck at in La Colina, flying out of the track.
And in case you're wondering who I was referencing, Giovanni Trulli used to do that a lot in the lower ranks.
And Zachary Fitzwater will he improve? Yes, he does! He bumps Scott Roush out!
That's heartbreaking. And
Scott Roush on a Q2 miracle run isn't going to get it done because he's already come across the line. Evan
Bouchard's
Byrne.
out.
Yep. Hashimoto comes across, will be the last car to set a time here. And that is it for Q1, so
McLaren 1-2 in Q1. And the big names going home. Bouchard Halleck, though, for Haas.
Yeah, so we've got
we had someone turn in last minute.
So, right there we have Scott Roush, Daniel Bouchard, Daniel Adventure, Ivan Stark, Frodomar Otts, Jack Halleck, Benoit Lothair-Irvine, Archie Willington, Alex Tanker, and David Tolfay all getting sent out of this session. Obviously, the big names there are the two Haas cars not making it. Everybody else is pretty formulaic. I gotta give Minardi credit because Minardi qualifying 21st and 25th or 24th, that's a good improvement for them. So, and this is their home race too because they're an Italian team, even though they're technically owned by an Australian with Paul Stoddard. They're an Italian-based team, so they put a lot of effort into the Italian race. So, with that being said, we will see you for Q2. Welcome back for Q2 here. So now that we know a little bit about this track, what do you think is going to happen in this second section? Who do you think is going to get cut, and who do you think isn't?
The slower cars of the field are definitely going to show here. They're starting to get. I think the faster teams are starting to get more used to the track, so we won't see as many stories like we did with Minardi.
Yeah, here's the layout of the track. We didn't show you the layout of this track, and as you can see, it is a very twisty track at the first half, and then it's actually really fast from basically turn 8 all the way to like 16, really.
Yeah, and like I said, the faster teams of the field will find a way to use their speed more now that they know what the track's like a bit better.
We did have some surprises, though, as we said, Haas definitely being the biggest one, both out in Q1.
Yeah, Haas is an example of a team that didn't know what they were doing yet because of the relatively new track. It's only been around for like a few months, so.
Yeah, as we go on board here with Nathan Norman on the wide shot here. And we go cockpit view. You just notice to the fans at home how fast this is on the backside of the course. You're going through these kinks around 160 miles per hour.
I'm not even sure how they get that rig on his helmet.
Watch this left-hander. 5th gear. Keeps in the 5th gear all the way out.
Up to 6 there for a minute.
To the left. This is the key right here. We talked about last week a lot cleaner getting this run out. Same thing here. Got to get the run up.
Oh, whoops. Didn't mean to bump that there.
All right, here we go into turn 1. Let's see what we got.
Oh, he's going to get traffic. But it's a McLaren, so it should be quick traffic for Ormond.
Ormond working his way here.
You never know if Nathan Ormond will cut through it rather quickly or not.
He'll cut the track and claim it's rigged. Anyway, Here is Casey Nanico being held up by Pat Mikola. This is also the first time where I think both the Jaguars made it. I think, haven't the Jaguars been eliminated in both?
I'm pretty sure.
I think every Jaguar has not made... I think this is the first time a Jaguar has made Q2, so... Maybe not. I take that back. A Jaguar made Q2 in La Colina.
And Surfers Paradise Mikola made. Yeah.
Are both Jaguars.
Oh!
There's a problem with Mikola. It looks like they're...
Are both Jaguars in this?
No, Ott got eliminated.
Oh yeah, that's right.
There's their hometown team right behind.
There's Ferrari. The Tifosi is out huge here at Lido International. Of course, this is just outside Venice, and this track.
Jaguar is not making that life easy for the Ferrari.
Grayson Ace Vito, of course. Ace Vito has not had the strongest start to the year for Ferrari, but I'm sure this is going to be a big weekend for somebody like Grayson Ace Vito going forward here.
181 into that first braking zone. As Ormond and somebody's battling, this Adventure.
He has a 122, Ormond did there.
Getting held up by Daniel Adventure. He's going to go underneath Adventure into this right-hander.
That was close. I'm
what about the curbs?
Down the track they come through this backside of the course here.
Okay, I'm looking at this circuit right here.
Extended the track.
Yeah, Vince.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm looking at the circuit. You know, I think it's going to be like I said last week. Where are you going to sacrifice your time? Do you go for it in the backside of the course with low downforce? Or do you risk it all in the corners in the first part and gain about 2 to 3 tenths per lap? We'll see, especially in the race pace.
I think that decision's been made in the off-season where teams want a strong engine or a low downforce.
Right now, Jack Marriott once again.
Zachary Fitzwater clearly isn't as big of a problem as we maybe thought. Up in second in the standings right now. Sean Arden fourth ahead of a Ferrari. That's pretty impressive right off the bat.
There's Nanico, P2.
And the McLarens once again are way faster than everybody else around here.
Oskin the fourth. Anderson second.
Hashimoto just bumped up into fourth there.
Oskin is second.
Yeah. Third. Once again, Ferrari not doing very well in this qualifying here.
Look, Q2, we've documented their struggles the first 3 races of only 1 or 2 not making it, or sometimes just Ace Vito or Curtis. And Ace Vito.
Well, there's only been one time where a driver has gone to Q3 from Ferrari, and that was last week in La Colina when DJ Curtis got into Q3.
You never know if Ferrari's sandbagging well.
And at home, this is a very rare sandbag, especially with Tifosi.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be this is going to be a sandbag weekend for them, especially knowing this track. Salameo in 10th, that's not exactly the strongest there.
David or Daniel Adventure is not looking too hot.
Yeah, he might did an outlap though.
Yeah, 145. That had to be a back out there.
Kenny, I'm looking at Grayson Field on 14th. This could be another weekend where he misses.
Here he comes. Well, he's in your Q3 now, presumably.
Like I said.
Nathan Orban jumps to 10th.
Nanico gets bumped down from 2nd to 4th in the lineup there as Marriott's being held up by Servino Rosselli, who I believe is still 2nd in points. Simply because of those 2 second-place finishes he has.
Surfers and Piacola.
Angry comments below, please.
And here comes Jack Marriott getting right by there. Of course, you've got Evan Byrne behind them and Kenny Myatt in front of them. Myatt.
Both Ferraris are on the bubble right now. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, one Ferrari out, the other one on the bubble as Myatt bumped past both the Ferraris. They're in the Jordan. Of course, the Jordan's a very energetic team, and as you know, Kenny Myatt, the only reason why he's racing with Jordan is because Jordan's allowing him to go run the Indy 500, so that's kind of cool there. A couple of these drivers are going to the Indy 500 where speeds...
Nari didn't really care.
Yeah, I know Roush is going there. Speeds are upwards of 240 miles an hour. this year at the Indy 500. Ooh, did somebody go off the road there? Somebody must
Somebody was
have.
off the road here.
That had to have been the adventure car. Must have had an adventure.
Did Daniel Adventure have an adventure?
I mean, his first few races have been adventures, so probably.
Let's see if
Take
we
a
can
replay
find
here.
anything.
Last week we had the same problem where the fans went crazy, but this week
Was there anything?
I mean, like I said, it's probably the adventure car, which would explain why he had that time.
oh yes, that's a
It
Benz.
was a Ferrari. No, I thought it was a Ferrari I saw.
You saw red, so it might have been a.
No, it was
Oh, yeah.
Adventure.
What did I tell you? What did I tell you? That's why he had the time that he does.
Gotta find Adventure there.
He was on a time.
Oh my!
Got
So-
into of the Ace
Oh, that
Vito
little
car.
turn.
And of course, Ace Vito will not be penalized because it's Italy.
Yeah, and Adventure got to be able to drive away there. Although now the other Ferraris caught him in 12th position there.
And is all
Curtis.
over him. And he is not really happy over the radio, probably.
And he's right now out looking in. Jack Marriott's gotta like his qualifying ambition here. He has been fast in qualifying.
Vito has bumped his way in with Myatt out.
Yeah, Myatt's
Sean Arden
still
in
out.
trouble.
Well, no, Myatt just got out.
Myatt just got bumped out.
Yeah, by the Ferrari.
Darren Blake and Joachim Kaspersen out as well. Sauber's we thought Sauber was gonna have a good year this year, but apparently not as much.
Kenny Myatt back in the field here as R gets bumped. Max Anderson on the bump. Well, that's a shock.
Yeah,
And DJ Curtis in 12. Another shock here at home for him.
Are the 19 and the 20 the same team?
the 19 and the 20. Sean
Yep,
Arden,
Benetton.
Nathan Orman. Yes, that is Benetton. Will DJ Curtis get another hot lap here?
Joaquin Kaspersen down
You're
there.
not
Turner.
joking, right?
What?
You're not joking, right?
What am I joking about?
The 19 and the 20.
Here comes Curtis.
Yes,
across
they are on the
line.
same team. He will
Curtis,
get
did he
one
get
more
that?
lap. He will get one more lap, and he definitely needs it because he did not improve
Who
on that
else is
lap.
behind him if they made it past? Or Adventure probably slipped through.
Adventure does increase his time, but not nearly enough to move his spot. He is doing...
I think his tires are shot.
Yeah.
I think a bullet literally went through his tires.
And here comes Jack Marriott trying to go with Kenny Myatt here. And, well, Myatt's just trying to hold on in 9th. Marriott is, of course, the fastest car on the track. No improvement for either of them. Here comes
Fitzwater.
Fitzwater. He is, of course, 7th on the board.
Salameo.
Salam-
Good in
Not
fourth.
a position I would want to be in if I were Fitzwater. Anyone behind him could easily bump in.
And now
Kevin
you've
Mitch.
got DJ Curtis
Curtis.
here. Max Anderson did not improve on his lap. Anderson, of course, has already completed a lap there. So DJ Curtis is the last car to set a time around here.
And
Here
not
comes
to
Curtis.
mention,
Cross
And-
the line.
Adventure could very well improve his time.
Will this be the first time that Ferrari gets 2 cars in? No, it isn't! DJ Curtis is going
Now what about Adventure?
no further. And the session is over. So Adventure does
Adventure
not
did
go any
improve.
further either.
I mean, Adventure didn't only improve by a little bit. He's still 20th.
So the cars going home are Sean Ard, or not going home, but not going any further, are Sean Ard, DJ Curtis, Nathan Ormond, Darren Blake, Evan Byrne, who is, of course, getting a grid penalty, Servino Rosselli, Jesse Turner, Joachim Kaspersen, Pat Mikkola, and Daniel Adventure. The cars that will be battling for pole will be Jack Marriott, Sam Oskin, Kitsune Hashimoto, Lucas Salameo, Casey Nanico, Vince Freeze, Zachary Fitzwater, Grayson Ace Vito, Kenny Myatt, and Max Anderson. So out of those drivers, I think you got to also give it to Myatt there. Is the only real surprise there.
Back-to-back weekends for Maya, too.
Back to back. I think
Last
are
week.
these the same exact 10 cars other than Curtis being swapped out for Ace Vito?
I believe so, yeah. It's been pretty much been... It's been very formulaic in qualifying, I must admit. It's been a very formulaic...
At least
That is-
Curtis is in the upper half. Of the
Yeah,
cars.
Curtis is going to be starting 12th, so
That's not as bad as you may think.
we are going to be going on to Q3, so we will see you then. And we are here for Q3, so these 10 drivers will be taking on the Lido International Racing Circuit here for the pole today. Disregard the player, that is the pace car, of course. Grayson Ace Vito, Jack Marriott, Casey Nanico, Sam Oskin, Max Anderson, Zachary Fitzwater, Vince Fries, Kitsune Hashimoto, Lucas Alameo, and Kenny Myatt. So, Vince, who is your pick for the pole sitter in this session?
I got to go with Marriott. I mean, I know he won it last week. Just something about his qualifying form in the first two sessions. Jack Marriott's my guy. I'm going to pick him.
Scott Roush, who is yours?
Max Anderson.
I'm going to go with Sam Oskin there. Why Max Anderson?
Max Anderson out of the two drivers just been the most consistent, and I think he's holding back right now.
Little sandbag, okay.
I'm going to say Sam Oskin is going to be the winner. Is going to be the pole sitter. I think it's time for Oskin to come out.
I did see the Red Bull team literally take sandbags out of the car.
I don't know about literally, but
As we hear see Oskin going.
There's Fitzwater, the first car on a hot lap here, as he
Let's
is
go
on the
aboard with
backside
that,
of the
Williams.
course.
See what he's got going on.
And we're on the roof TV pod cam.
Gotta lift the throttle right there, a little understeer to see if you get effects. Here's the chase cam.
Down into turn 1 for the first time.
178, that's about 2 to 3 miles per hour slower than the McLaren. I saw 181 the tops, so.
Good catch there. I didn't even notice that.
Yep.
Of course, on the left side, you can see the GP course that's just been added, or the GT course that's just been added. And, of course, there's a wider hairpin there for them as well.
Okay, one thing I'm noticing about this Williams, it's not that effective in the turns. I'm seeing a little bit of understeer, especially in those left-handers that you're going to see right here. Just not as crisp as the McLaren, even Mercedes and Red Bull.
Let's take a look at Casey Nanico on board. And here we are, going through the same section that we just went through with Fitzwater here. A lot later on the break.
Yeah, this McLaren looks dialed in.
You can definitely see him not chopping on the wheel as much.
Way more aggressive on the track, just attacking the turns like a beast. And yeah, here we go, up to the acceleration.
I think part of this is driver, part of this is car. Fitzwater does have a more rough driving style.
As we see Fitzwater, he
Fitzwater
lays
does
down
a
121.9.
Yeah, that's not near what we saw Marriott set in the first session there. Here's Max Anderson.
Yeah, target for Marriott was a 120.1, so let's see if we get down to maybe even a 119.9. Let's see if we crack that.
And here comes 121.3 for Oskin. Here comes Salameo. That's a 121.1. Nanico coming across the line now. Oh, that must be the end of her hot lap.
Outlap.
Here comes Marriott here. That's an
Same
outlap. Fries. Vince Fries is a driver we haven't talked about much today. Overall, just really solid weekend for Vince Fries here. They're clearly probably the 5th best team on the grid behind McLaren, Mercedes, Ferrari, and Red Bull, but good to see Williams doing a good job so far this weekend.
The best team on the grid this weekend.
Oh yes, definitely. 121.2 for or 121.3 for Fitzwater, or I'm sorry for Fries. So that bumps him to third. As Kenny Myatt actually is faster than Ace Vito that time by, but Ace Vito was setting an outlap, so my apologies there.
Yeah,
Ace Vito jumps to the top of the board.
126.
I might have been talking about sandbagging with the wrong team.
Fitzwater.
No improvement. Here comes Hashimoto in the Mercedes.
I just don't.
To the
Top of
ball!
the board. Top of the
Anderson! Fourth
Nope.
for Anderson. Ozkin to the top of the board. Salameo, the winner in Spain. Third.
Third.
All right, here comes the McLarens.
Nana going to start it off.
Not
Nope.
quick. Fifth. Here comes Marriott, Mr. Pullman himself. Fourth.
Fourth.
My prediction might be coming true here.
Kenny Mott down there.
Myatt, of course, probably is going to get 10th because that is clearly the 6th best car on the grid is the Jordan. And still no points for Jordan.
Well, I mean, Evan Burns cost them some.
And Myatt's broken down in every race so far this year, so...
Reliability has been very...
Honda may have to go take a good look at themselves.
Well, Myatt has now jumped Fitzwater for 9th.
Here's Ace
Ace
Vito.
Vito improves his time but not position.
Fitzwater.
Fitzwater
He's in 10th right now.
jumps Myatt.
Hashimoto.
Goes to the top of the board at a 119.9.
There we go. There it is.
Here comes Anderson now, down in 8th. Jumps to 6th in front of Nanico. Ozkin. No
Nope.
improvement. Salameo. Improves time but not position. Nanico down in 7th. Jumps to 3rd.
124. Here comes Marriott.
I could not have been further off from.
Marriott to 2nd.
Ooh, 122. Comes Vince Freeze. So we go on board.
Freeze is in 8th.
Yeah, a little bit less on the throttle right this final apex. Let's see what he can do. Here he comes the line.
Freeze. No improvement.
Nope. Improved the time. That was it.
Ace Vito, I think they would have wanted something a bit better than that position there. Ferrari, but 6th, not too terrible.
Ferrari might not be able to manage anything better than 6 right now.
Here comes Anderson. Roush's pick for the pole. Let's see what he's got.
We know Ferrari is not great at qualifying, so...
Race pace, they're definitely special when they get it right. But let's see. Here we got Anderson coming to the line.
Nothing.
No improvement. No improvement. Tires could be falling off, too. We haven't talked about tire. We'll talk more about that in the race. But as these laps go by, here comes Nanico on her 4th lap.
Nanico, the only female driver on the grid. Improves the time, but not the position. Marriott. Marriott's getting close.
This could be
I
between
don't know.
Marriott and Hashimoto.
I don't know if the tires will hold out for him.
And here comes Vince Freeze around this track here.
Apex going to gun it to the line.
And here he comes down the track there. We're going to kind of go to that static camera there. No improvement for Freeze. Here comes Myatt. Myatt's just going to try and get another 10th out of it here. Nope, not going to do it.
Here comes Ace
This
Vito.
is the Ace Vito.
No
Nothing.
improvement. He'll get one more.
He might get 2 more, actually. There comes the 2 Williams cars. Neither of them improve. Or actually, that was Williams and somebody else.
Might be Hashimoto, yeah. Here comes...
It was one of the Red Bulls.
Anderson, and then it's Ozkin.
Yeah, I think
No
we've
improvement.
seen our order right now, honestly, because the only car that looks quicker are those 2 McLarens that are still on about a lap newer tires than everybody else. Here they come. That would be Nanico. Nothing there. And here comes Jack Marriott.
The guy, can he get it?
No.
Nope.
He improved on every lap except that one.
I think we've just seen our pole run right there. I don't think anybody's going to beat a 119.9 around here.
And I don't think they can get on pit road in time if everyone's out.
No, you've only got 33 seconds left, and only, I think, 1 or 2 cars are going to get another hot lap after this. Yeah,
Here he comes.
definitely Freeze is going to. Here comes Myatt now. Yeah, Myatt's gonna get another hot lap.
He improved his time, I believe, but not his position.
Ace Vito doesn't get it.
This is looking up for Hashimoto. Here we go. Last two.
Hashimoto's closed big on Fitzwater there. But no improvement. That's it for cars starting a new hot lap here.
I mean,
So the first car done will be the Red Bull of Anderson. No improvement. Ozkin. No
Nothing.
improvement. Here comes, this will be Salameo.
You have
Nothing.
to wonder if he was just barely out of the slipstream range.
Yeah. No Fernanico.
Marriott
Will Marriott get anything? Negative.
Yeah, I think the tires are already done for.
The last one
with
across the line
that,
is gonna be,
it's going to be Freeze, and I think there was one more car. I think Myatt maybe got it too. I think Myatt's going to be the last car to watch here.
Myatt's going to be the last car to improve. He's the most recent car to improve his time.
Here
So,
comes Freeze there.
no improvement.
No improvement, and now this should be the last car. Kenny Myatt does not improve his time there.
Oh, we got
Oh
one
wait,
more.
I forgot Ace Vito can come by as well, but
No improvement.
definitely no improvement there. So congratulations to Kitsune Hashimoto, as there comes Hashimoto here. Can't get to the line in time. But that is it then for the qualifying session. So Hashimoto, Marriott, Ozkin, Nanico, Salameo, Ace Vito, Anderson, Freeze, Fitzwater, and Myatt will round out your top 10. Pretty good qualifying session if you ask me.
I could
Yeah,
not
very-
be any more far off.
Very, very flowing, Kenny. I'm gonna really be interested to see where this position is because we have the best teams. Kenny obviously jumps Curtis there in the pecking order, but will we get a formulaic race? Will we see strategy come into play? And we'll see what happens with Ferrari's home race. It's all going to come down to play on this Sunday coming up.
Roush, you got any final thoughts?
Not really, other than this thing's rigged. I decided to say it so Orman didn't have to.
And with that, we will see you for the race tomorrow. Bye-bye now.